What's the point? Can you imagine if you could do this in Wii Sports? You're like, go into stare mode. Oh, that Mii's got a nice gap where its neck should be. That's an extreme fetish. It's called Raymanophilia. It's the fetish for, like... Well, I'd say disjointed arms, but I think I missed. Yeah. I'd say disjointed arms, but I mean like arms and legs that float free of the body. And you know, the head. Yeah, you got like ligaments that are sort of connected by psychic thought alone. That sort of thing. Did I just miss again? Shit, my game is off. I need to stare at boobs more. Yeah, but it's just can you imagine? Yeah, but like what you have to do in Wii Sports, hold down that L2 button, stare at the gap between the Mii's neck and head, and be like, oh yeah. And then when you get a little Mii pixelated boner, you can launch a special attack. What happens on the baseball? You can do the same thing on the baseball, right? But if you're batting, what you do is you hit the ball directly at the bowler and knock them clean out. No, it's the way what she's wearing just very slowly comes undone. She's like, oh, this ain't working. I'm gonna have to use womanly wiles to distract him. But you know, once again, I can actually say this without any irony. Her resistance only makes my game harder. How is she catching, dude? What's wrong with the world? Exactly. Too right, Draco. It's such a strange game mechanic. He's like, yeah, let's look at boobs. It's not even. It's just Akiyama's barely paying any attention to the tennis. If he was actually trying to play tennis, he'd have won a long time ago. But he's just like, oh, tennis 1 minute, boobs the next. He's gonna be doing it again. No, he's gonna be like, all right, tennis, boobs, boobs. Okay, tennis, boobs. Wait, this ain't tennis, it's table tennis. Ping pong, or as the Japanese say, ping pong. This is ping pong, you pillock. Yeah, how about table tennis, Draco? Yeah, this is what I mean about the impossible physics. The outside of what she's wearing is going to get closer and closer to those nipples until you'll never see the nipples. I don't know. It's like she's got glue or something. I don't know what she uses. Because look at the amount these have you seen her boobs swinging round? They just defy gravity. I tell them that I'm defying gravity. What are you talking about? This is table tennis, Draco Wrath. But this is also ping pong. Yeah, like double-sided tape or something. Which must hurt like a bitch. Alright, she's sorted out a kimono, ready for round 2. Which will be mine, because there's no way I'm playing 3 rounds of this now that I know how broken this game is. The first time I played this, I didn't even know you could do this heat gauge thing. I was going back and forth, I was directing my shots and shit, but now I just power shot constantly. It's game breaking. Now, when I get towards the end of this game, she's gonna start hitting them back, even when I use the heat gauge things. Because the game's like, alright, stop it. You're winning just too easily. This is fine. Table tennis uses a tennis ball. No, it doesn't. Fucking tennis balls are huge. How kind of messed up logic is that? Yeah, and if you get the rally up to a certain height, you get a trophy or something. I got it by accident once. Shit. Damn it, no. Exactly. Table 10. Oh, what the fuck was that, Akiyama? Did you see that? He was just like, rah! Rah! I'm not even playing. Bing! You Brits are strange. At least we don't call football when it's actually fucking. It's not even a ball, and you barely use your feet. Please. When it comes to, like, you know, naming sports. Stop it. Just stop. Stop. This is the mindless thrashing of a person who is lost. Oh, she's gonna win! She's gonna win! Because I'm not paying enough attention! Wait, I'm already, yeah, okay. So what would you call cricket, Dragorath? Would you call it like cube ball? Is that what you call cricket? No, just stop! Stop! Cricket's nothing like baseball. The shape's different and everything. Rounders is like baseball. The Americans saw cricket and said that name has nothing to do with the sport. Yes, but you Americans also went on a radio station. Wait, no! Oh, who was it? What was she called? No, stop playing sports. I mean, I could just name any American politician. They're all as stupid as each other, but let me just, Yes! Sarah Palin. How stupid is this woman? Just how stupid! Oh my god! You know I saw this radio show she's on, right? And it was back when the North Koreans were threatening the South Koreans. They were like, "Oh, immediate nuclear strikes." This radio commentator asks her what her views are, right? And she says, "Well, of course, we have to stand." We have to stand with our North Korean allies. Those were her exact words. We have to stand with our North Korean allies. How stupid can you get? No. Float a bomb. The extreme minority of Americans think. Shit. I need to focus. She's actually winning. This is frightening. I don't want to play round 3. Jesus. She's gonna win. She's gonna win. I don't want to play this shit again. Exactly. I'm just sat there looking at this woman's chest and I can't concentrate. I can't play the game. That is why we play. We play to win the game. What was that other thing I saw? Oh, that YouTube video where they were asking Americans on the street to point out. Look, she hits it back. They asked her to point out. I think it was Iraq. They were like, "Oh, can you just point to Iraq on this atlas?" And what they did is right, the atlas had all the they did it like with these 2 different world maps. If any of you guys say, "Oh god, it's funny," one of the world maps doesn't have any countries on, and they're pointing like this one, this one, this one. Another one has like all the countries labelled, but they are all labelled wrong. All of them. Draco, our idiots are Mensa candidates in comparison to the vast pile of festering ignorance that is the vast majority of the American populace. Dear God, it is the cesspool of humanity. Because it's worse than regular ignorance. It's self-righteous, patriotic, bullshitting ignorance. Oh my god, what am I doing? I just let her hit. I was looking at the chat and just... No. Oh my god. No. There's gonna be 3 games. The bitch. I hate this woman. I hate her. I hate her. They really aren't. Just English people are so apathetic to everything. Like I said, the world could stop spinning. And I mean, we'd only notice when Monday never came around and they were like, yeah, 3-day weekend! That kind of thing. But English stupidity is sort of a pat on the head, God bless you, you retarded idiot kind of stupid. American idiocy is just gaping whole mouth, what's wrong with the world kind of idiocy. No. This is my day. No. English people aren't patriotic. English people just hate. We just hate. Because to an English person, it's always us and them. Right? It's me and the rest of the family. It's our family and the neighbour's family. It's Yorkshire and Lancashire. It's England and France. England and Scotland. England and Wales. England and Ireland. The UK and Europe. Europe and America. The world versus the Martians. there's no national pride in England. There's no great marches for our wonderful, you know, you don't get people piling into the streets, you don't get people flooding great blocks of city streets crying, yes, 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 Cameron was elected, yes we can, Tories, yes we can. The world will be different now. When we wake up tomorrow, the sun will be shining, there'll be rainbows, the children will be drinking from gumdrop chocolate streams. It was just the usual sort of, well, he's a cunt like the rest of the politicians, really. Why not move over to America? Because I'd be surrounded by Americans. It's not boring, I make my home here. England's a great place to live, but you have to be English. I meant that frame of mind wise, I don't mean like nationality. Jesus, the amount of immigrants in England. Good God. What kind of Canadian? Like regular Canadian or French Canadian? Oh shit, that was fast. I said apathetic, not brain dead. I don't mean like they sit like vegetables all day. I mean it's like a. Bitch. Really, English fun's football. Football and fights. That's English fun. Well, I'd say Northern England anyway. Because it's our close proximity to Scotland. You can actually smell the manliness on windy nights. Seriously. Oh shit, why am I never looking? Bitch, no! No, Draco, dude. I didn't mean 100% completely, totally, mind-consumingly apathetic, right? You don't get, I mean, look at you. Look at you, not every word you spout is, I love my country. I don't like the blacks. America. You don't disregard eating completely because you're too busy thinking about how much of a hard-on you have for your country. You, my friend, are pulling at strings. Look, he's just plugging hairs. He's like, oh no, but this, no. It's over. It's over. Unless you want to fall back on the good old American arguments of how we whooped you in the War for Independence, or how we saved your asses in the 2 world wars. I don't really feel like those. God, I need to turn this on. I can't wait this game. Oh, the north-south divide. Oh, is that twice in the same one that she's bounced it back? Oh, it's always really fast too. Oh, that was perfect. Come on, come on. Come on! It's over. Moogle, you would die for your country to protect it. No. Would I? Fuck. Die for England? Man, screw the Queen. She's German anyway. I do actually like the Germans. Every time I've been to Germany or spoken to a German, they've been really nice people. That's the idea, Draco. It's not really one I expect an American to understand. You know, the whole, I hate the Japanese, except when they're not interested in the war. We'd best leave those guys alone. It'd be vastly unfair to execute all of them, right? Yep, I'll never forget that. The moral of the story is tentacle pornography. Right, shall I put that comedian on? I'm gonna change the title though, so it's on unspecified, unspecific game. And then I'll just put I'll put some random title. I mean, if this channel gets banned, you know, if the screen suddenly flicks out to and then you all of a sudden you're on a Bo Burnham, yeah. What's a pirate minus the ship? Just a creative homeless guy and a anteater plus a large hungry mutant ant. An ironic way to die. Yeah. But, you know, if the channel suddenly disappears, then bye, it's been fun! I hope I get through all of this.
When I was 9, my parents took me to see a black American comedian called Flip Wilson in Texas.
Hang on, let me,
An all-white audience. And he walked out in a tux, looking like $1 million, only black guy in the room. And he stormed right up to his band leader, and he goes,
"Does your daddy know you work for a nigga? It'd kill him."
And the entire room was stunned silent as they tried to work out who was the butt of the joke, and then they realized it was each and every one of them, and they laughed. And the relief of the laugh was one of the most powerful things I've ever seen. And at 9 years of age, I thought, I want to do that.
Gonna make you bend and break.
Yeah, this guy starts with this is the only comedian I've ever seen with sexy dancers, and he opens up with a musical number. I don't think he sings it, but it's strange. Oh, we're watching a comedian. If none of you guys don't want to watch it, then that's fine. But if you are leaving, then but bye. Yeah, who said England gave a rat's ass about the Queen? Why not kick her the fuck out? Because Americans give a rat's ass about the Queen! Did you not see the amount of advertisement on American TV for the royal wedding? You give us money, you silly bastards!
Say a prayer, but let the good times roll, in case God doesn't show. And I want these words to make things right, but it's the wrongs that make the words come to life. Who does he think he is? If that's the worst you got, better put your fingers back to the key. One night and one more time, thanks for the memories, thanks for the memories. One night and one more time, thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great.
Hey, perfect. Good evening. So there were two black fellas. And hey, ignoring the accusations of racism in this show, because I've got one white dancer, one black. What's less racist than that? Now, Russell Brand. Remember him? I can see he's getting a bit of booing, and I'm well aware that anyone that sudden ubiquitous is bound to get a bit of a backlash by all means, but I'm going to stick up for him, because, you know, indeed, when it came to getting clean, he was a help, an inspiration even. But what I want to know is, right, how does he get that much pussy, right? What is wrong with British women that you would all fuck Russell Brand? What is wrong with you, specifically? That you would fuck Russell... Exactly. You'd climb 10 cocks to suck his, wouldn't you? I've seen him cast his spell. Just... you'd be... Oh! He could ejaculate mice and you'd cut your clit off to make a happy hat for it, right? Ow! He looks like the personification of hepatitis. You know, like those adverts for, like, the reading and writing gremlins? And they're like, you can't read, you can't write, you don't know your maths. Instead of that, they should have, like, two 15-year-olds on a couch about to finger each other, right? And then in the big puff of smoke, out of nowhere, up pops Russell going, did someone mention hepatitis? It's okay, I'm merely lampooning. He got all that flack, didn't he? Because he fucked Kate Moss. And the media jumped on him and went, oh, he fucked Kate Moss. What a dirty, manipulative bastard. That was obviously a career move. When did the male libido stop being the lowest of the immoral motivators? Fame has now undercut it. The cock, by comparison, is apparently highfalutin. Because I'm going to go on a limb here and stick up for him again, and I would hazard that the reason that he fucked Kate Moss is because he's a guy and he wanted to fuck Kate Moss. How are we now living in a world that we could envision Kate Moss ringing up Russell Brand going, oh, hi Russell, I saw you on telly doing that bendy buff-headed ponce thing you do, and I really fancy you because clearly I have issues, yeah. Anyway, Russell, I'd like you to come around to my swanky supermodel pad and stick your cock into my belly until my button becomes an outie, right? And apparently Russell's going to go, oh, well, I don't know, Katie, what's in it for me? This deal needs a sealer. Reality TV has done that now, hasn't it? It's created a world where they presume that everyone wants to be famous. You know, and that is everyone's motivation above everything. And that's why I no longer watch reality TV or host it. Sorry. You may be... Those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I was the host of Help I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Now for all of 3 days. I know. My agency actually had an office pool on how long I'd last. Who won? Anne in accounts. But man, it was a bad business decision on their part and mine too as well, because the goalposts kept moving, because they were going, oh, well, we want to make the format edgy, so let's get Brendan and stick him in between fucking Lady Victoria Harvey and Jeff Brazier, right, who's the guy only famous because he got Jade Goody pregnant, so now there's another spastic in the world, right? And I'm not allowed to shoot them, right? And I couldn't ask him the only question I wanted to, which is, so what's the point of you two ever? And trying to get humour past these motherfuckers as well, right? I was going like, so, Lady Victoria, how do you become a lady? And she said, well, you're born a lady. I said, didn't that hurt your mum? Right? Nothing. But man, by day 3, I was tearing what little hair I had left out, right? And it was like the first year of recovery as well, and you're still not sure what's your fault. And I had my friends' jobs as well. They were reliant, so if I walked them, you know, if I walked, it was their jobs too. And I was saying to my buddy Paul Byrne, I'm like, this fucking sucks! I want out! And he just goes, Brendan, you're the reason I'm here. You fought tooth and nail to bring me with you. So, tonight, if, live on air, you feel the need to look down the eye of that camera, throwing back to Kelly Osbourne, and you go, you've all got AIDS! I will run on after you and go, how much AIDS? And we will fuck off from ITV in a blaze of glory. Fortunately, I found balance. Because, like I said, we reached the end of the show, right? And I'd already been bleeped for saying schizophrenic. I know. And they got Jeff Brazier playing karaoke tunes on a didgeridoo while people phone in to guess them. Be still my torn, gaping anus. And he's got this cork hat. And he gets this cork hat and he plonks it on my head. And he goes, that's your hat, mate. And I'm looking at this live TV camera with these corks just swinging like windscreen wipers to the soul, and all I can hear in my head is Paul Byrne's voice going, you've all got AIDS! I didn't necessarily know who I was, but I knew who I wasn't. And it was such a powerful, metaphorical moment for me, because I just took the hat off and I thought, no amount of money is worth this. I thought, no, it isn't. This really isn't my hat. Dude, if you had any idea of my previous work, you'd realise how fucking hilarious it is that I'm now in light entertainment. I'm off to bed now, Kelly. I'm off. And I stormed off, and I was livid. I was outraged. I, of all people, was offended. And I was really pretentious about it too. I was like, just in my head, just going, you motherfuckers, 16 years I've been in this business, one of the most respected comics by critics and peers alike. And what, the only cultural reference point you can make is to stick a cork hat on my head? What, if I was black, would you make me hold a fucking spear? Fuck you, right? But as always, when caught up in that little self-absorbed outrage nightmare, the final joke was on me. Because not long after that, I went back to Australia to do a live TV show on Australia Day. I walked out, everyone in the audience, fucking cork hats! You're embarrassing me! I don't do national pride, you know, but I think a sense of community is cool. You know what I mean? I'm on board with a sense of community. I like that. I'm very rarely moved, but I must admit, I felt a sense of community here in Britain. I was proud of us when the terrorist threats were thwarted. I thought it was a real world beater, you know, in that we just pissed ourselves laughing. And that's why the war on terror will never work in London, because it's too fucking funny. We are way too cynical to have a war on a concept. You'd have more like getting us to have the war on apathy. And even then our response would be, you want to have a war on apathy? No. As a Brit, I appreciate the irony. Whoa! And the first I'd heard of the Haymarket bomb being thwarted, I was listening to the Christian O'Connell breakfast show, and it was just so fucking London. It was just so English. It was so tongue-in-cheek, because he just read it. A major terrorist threat has been thwarted. Here's Kenny Loggins, footloose. Oh! I was filled with London pride, mate. I started driving through the East End, wound down my window, started beating my horn, going, London! London! Take that, you head-slapping cunts! London! You are allowed to laugh at that. Before we go any further, let me make one thing absolutely clear. Someone blowing themselves up in an attempt to convert others to Islam and no one else gets hurt is fucking hilarious! That is the funniest thing that has ever happened in this city. If you saw a comic not talking about it, he wasn't doing his fucking job. You bet that shit's funny. I want tickets to the next one. I do. I'm turning up with marshmallows and toasting him on his burning corpse. What, you study medicine so you can treat your own burns, you wanker? Particularly when you analyse it, because you're going, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you setting yourself on fire? Well, I'm trying to convert Britain to Islam. Britain, a predominantly white nation that is yet to convert to Christianity. Britain, a nation that is yet to convert to the fucking metric system. And then you analyse it further. You go, well, what's your marketing strategy? What are you offering? Well, let me see. No drink, no drugs, no pussy, and at the end you set yourself on fire. Well, fucking sign me up, man. I've lost you on that one, I feel. You're looking at me like I just fucked your pets. You're staring at me the same way my mum does when she comes. Context, woman in show. No, you made it dirty. Fuck you, you buggered at school, British Freudian nightmares losers. How did you make that immediate jump? You didn't even... That took seconds. As it comes, obviously in context of being in show, and you're like, oh, he licks his mum out. What? Stop it. That's you. But don't go to that place. I know. People are like, oh, he said Muhammad. Is that racist? Is that No! Your dilemma is racist. You know, because Islamic fundamentalists have no more to do with Muslims than the KKK have to do with who I am as a human being. And I love the KKK because they're fucking hilarious. I do. I'm so proud of the colour of my skin, I will keep it covered at all engagements. You know, you boys, enjoy your barbecue. No. I promise you any money during the course of the next hour, I will make you corpse at something very fucking wrong. A tenner. Bet's a bet. That's all right. A tenner. I've nearly got you already. Shit, do anything. Because I'm going to speak as an immigrant now, right? Not for immigrants, but as an immigrant. Being an immigrant affects my opinion, but I represent me and me alone. I think immigrants should say this more often. As an immigrant, I love you. Oh, and I mean it. And I'm not even patronising you, because quite frankly, you'd spot it and bottle me off. Again, it's another reason I love this country. You know, remember when Tony Blair stepped down and he tried to suck up to all of you? He went, thank you for letting me be of service. This, Great Britain, the greatest country in the world. And the entire nation went... Fuck off. Go on, put Quasimodo on. Go on, look at that.
Hello, I'm Prime Minister. Thank you for being so kind. Putting ice chips on my hump.
I don't mean to be shallow, but shouldn't that cunt be bashing his face against a bell somewhere? He's a minger. But you know what I mean? I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You know, nowhere else in the world world would I be afforded the opportunities I've been given here. Last year in Edinburgh, I got to fulfil my boyhood dream. You know, and winning that award for this... That would never happen anywhere else. No way. You think I could do this shit in America? Last time I did stand-up in America, they turned the lights off in the middle of my set. Just because I said, kill your president. You're trained to clap. You're trained to clap. He'll be gone soon. Yeah, let's get him. You know? I mean, you think I could do this in Australia? Now, I had to leave Australia. I had to cut my teeth here. Now, I love Australia. I do. But the same way I love my parents. They're retarded and I have to. But as immigrants, we chose you. You are our wives. You know what I mean? All right, I know nowhere's perfect. You know what I mean? I'm well aware that you English are a little presumptuous and pompous, and the Scottish are fucking mental, and the Irish refuse to be mentioned here, and the Welsh are barely people, right? I love the Welsh. The Welsh are my favourites. Look at that. I bet you that's a Welsh guy clapping. He's right, you know. I've got an eye on my hand. What's that? Everyone claims to be so hard drinking and fucking great, and everyone's a pussy compared to the Welsh. Cardiff is just nut. Cardiff is the only city where I've seen a man pissing, ordering chips, and pulling. Simultaneously. There's some poor translucent blue frozen Welsh chick wearing nothing but a piece of string covering her clit, and that's her Friday night glad rags, right? And she's staring at him going, oh, look at him, he's lovely. He's got his own chips. I wrote this show because I felt that Britain was being too hard on itself for being human. You know, if you've got a country that people want to come to, then that's what it's for. It's to be celebrated. And people, immigrants, love you. Muslims included. Muslims love you so much, they stay sober at night so you can have something fried before you get to bed. Scottish Muslims love Scotland so much, they adopt their accent no matter how fucking stupid it makes them look. Do you have any idea how bizarre that is to a foreigner to walk into a corner store in Scotland and hear a Pakistani guy go, are you late, pal? How the fuck did that noise come out of that head? And you get the wobble. You're freaking me out. You hear the love in that laugh, and it's such a powerful thing. No one, no matter what their race, should be excluded from the great British sense of humour about oneself. You know what I mean? Without cruelty. You know, that's why the war on terror will not work here. Too damn funny. Too damn funny. You know what I mean? He tried to set up a car bomb, thwarted in Haymarket by a fucking parking attendant. Did I write that? What? Not till after 6, mate. Not in the red zone, motherfucker. And you know what? I hope and pray it was a blasé Nigerian. I do.
I do not care about your Allah. You cannot party until after 6.
Because you don't want to hear my attempt at that accent. You know, and that's why it won't work here. And we won't turn into a nanny state, will we? We don't need more cops. We don't need more military. Because apparently, as long as we have Scottish baggage handlers, we'll be fucking sorted. God bless that man. John Smeaton is his name, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. He's a national hero in Scotland. If you people aren't familiar with John Smeaton, he was the Glaswegian baggage handler who headbutted the terrorist that was on fire. I know, you or I would have let the fire do its work, but... But it was just that he invoked, when the press spoke to him, it kind of again instilled that sense of community in all of us, just in that single, passioned, everyman, down-to-earth plea, just kind of incorporated in, you know, just, fuck your phony war, stick your agendas up your ass. I, for one, am sick of this shit. Fuck you and your bullshit religions. All of that incorporated in, did he come to Glasgow or won't say about ye? Was there ever a sentence more missing a fucking? How many takes did they have to do? Okay, John, right, well, you just headbutted the man on fire. Nation loves you. Anything you care to say? And cue John. Did they fucking come to Glasgow, you fucking weed cunt? Cut, John. Okay, you're fabulous. The camera loves you, but we just need something a bit more T-shirt friendly. Okay, and cue John. I'll pull your fucking head off! I'll fuck your knuckle when my frozen fucking shut! Cut. Can someone take the shine off John? He's a little busy. You know, and I love that attitude as well, isn't it? We will bring Britain to its knees. We will attack their public transport systems. Motherfucker, you're the equivalent of leaves on tracks to us. You're 7 inches of snow. You know? Tried to drive a car bomb into Glasgow Airport. What happened that day? No planes took off from Glasgow Airport. That's Tuesday, dickheads. That's such a regular occurrence in our lives, such a hack joke. I'm embarrassed to mention it up here. I don't think that was even an Islamic fundamentalist. I think it was an Asian tourist desperate for summer sun. He's going, God damn it! These planes haven't taken off for 2 days! And it's still raining! And it's fucking July! Whoa. Just continuity. That'll be there now. Because we are going to talk about race tonight, because it's time. You know, and here's my stance. I believe that all of humanity is hilarious, each and every one of us. You know, and is it possible to talk about stereotypes without cruelty? Yes. And I think that, you know, when you laugh something off, particularly all, you know, racism is one of humanity's funniest shortcomings. And when you laugh at it, it goes away. You know, case in point, right? Not a lot of people know this, so chances are I've made it up. Not a lot of people know this, but Hitler based a lot of his ideas in Mein Kampf upon the early white settlers of Australia. So much so that Hitler and early white Australians thought that black Africans and Australian Aboriginals, as we know them, were an entirely different animal. Why are you people not laughing more? I'm now a little petrified of a room predominantly filled with white faces looking at me going, good point, move on. What? But it made me look at a very famous racist moment in history entirely differently. Right? Everyone knows, 1936, when Germany was hosting the Olympics, right? And Jesse Owens, the black American athlete, tore through the 200 metres, thrashed everyone. And we've always been shown doctored footage of Hitler storming out. And it's always been the contention that Hitler felt that the master race, as he perceived them, had been embarrassed by this black American athlete. But no. Not when you look at Hitler's supposed scientific outlook. No. Hitler legitimately thought America was cheating. He was staring at the field and going, no, fuck! They've got a panther! admittedly, the Olympics would be a lot more interesting if national animals were allowed to play, wouldn't it? Of course, here in Britain, you'd still be fucked, wouldn't you? I know, and now here's the badger. In the 100 metres, fuck all. I know, from cute badger impressions to Aboriginal genocide. You see, miss, I'm not setting out tonight to be offensive. I'm looking to be offensive! Oh, come on! How could you possibly take me seriously? Look at my fucking head! I look like a cross between Wolverine and a 1920s gay strongman. Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! And flex! Give me that! Oh. Fuck, you were hard work, honey. Yeah, it's all right when it's Brendan's big gay face, isn't it? Yeah! Fucker. Oh, man. Because the thing is, here's one of the inspirations for the show was I was in Australia during the whole Jade Goody furor, right? And I came back and I read all the articles and I watched all the footage. And just as I am very rarely moved or by a sense of community, I'm also very rarely disgusted and ashamed. You know, but I must admit that I watched, you know, all the footage, read all the articles, and I was disgusted of each and every one of us. And not for the reason you might think either. Are we now that much of a nation of cowardly, unaccountable finger pointers that we have to hang 3 idiot girls just so we can delude ourselves that we are so sanctimonious and so righteous and so right-minded in every split second of our everyday lives? Is that who we are now? And now for a series of jokes based on that rather flimsy disclaimer. God bless your reaction then as well. Just, yes, no, you are leader now. What? Because here's the crux, right? Here's the arc. Here's the backbone of everything I wish to say tonight, miss, right? Is that we're talking about feelings. We're talking about an emotional issue. And I discovered this year from my own experiences that feelings, on the whole, ain't right. They're true and they're real, but they are never stand in any kind of higher morality. Every human emotion is a selfish one, albeit positive or negative. Can be whittled down to one of 2 infantile motives. And that is either a positive one, which is, yay for me, mine. Or a negative one, which is, wah, what about me? Mine. And I learned this when I was in Dubai airport. Now, I'm not proud of this feeling, but after 6 hours in Dubai airport, sweltering heat, my 6-year-old boy tugging away on my leg, the line in front of me not moving an inch, I reached the end of my patience and I could not help but feel. You know what? If your missus is wearing a fucking mask, I shouldn't have to be in the same queue as you. My picture's on my passport. She's playing fucking peekaboo. Get out of the way! And that's my favourite joke. There's an entire room just goes, he's a fucking dead man. I know, because the burqa is a big moral dilemma, isn't it? Because on the one hand, you don't want to offend someone's culture, because that gets into the realms of racism. Right? Yeah, on the other hand, you don't want to be sexist, and it is oppressive to women. That is undeniable. So on the one hand, you don't want to be sexist. On the other hand, you don't want to be racist. And you're kind of in the middle going, But then I discovered that underneath, a lot of them are wearing slutty gear for their men and their men alone. And I got to be honest, more than a small part of me is pretty fucking impressed. I'm like, ooh, how'd you pull that off, fellas? Ooh, stoning. What, am I wrong? Am I lying? Am I everyone, he's a fucking dead man. Nah, you know what? On day 2 of the Edinburgh Festival, I saw Salman Rushdie sitting in the front row, and I thought, fuck it, I'm doing the joke. They haven't found him yet, and he's higher profile than me. If Salman's going to the theatre, I'm fucking with the burqa. Because people get so protective of culture, but I really don't mind taking the piss out of culture, because I'm Australian. I don't fucking have one. I say that with zero pride nor shame. Yet I speak in this fashion. It never ceases to amaze me how people interpret it. You know what I mean? People go hog wild. Because the thing with the Jade Goody furor is what bothered me the most is the people that professed their outrage the loudest were the ones that made the most fucking money out of it. You know what I mean? And that was only... It looked like we were going to talk about it, but it was just so two-dimensional. Of just either two opinions of either those girls are wrong and evil and twisted, and I've never done anything like that, and they must be condemned. Or, oh, well, this is just political correctness gone mad, and I'm going to use this as my excuse to carry on being a cunt. And I didn't feel represented. You know, but again, you know, you have the far right, they'll jump on anything. It never ceases to amaze me how people interpret what I have to say. I had a guy come up to me after the show in Australia, and he was going, mate, I fucking loved what you had to say. Yeah, you know what? I'm from Brisbane, and my mates would love you too. Yeah, you know what I reckon? Fuck them, bunch of abo Jews. What does that even mean? You ever heard something so racist, you're not even sure who the guy hates? Who are the Abo Jews and where are they coming from? How are the Abo Jews fucking with this guy's life? The Abo Jews. I don't even know how to blend stereotypes to take the piss out of those people. Because I believe that most of us fall into the category of a little bit left-wing or a little bit right-wing, you know? And we change our minds on every given issue because we're complex. You know, like, take my neighbour John, right? Lovely guy, soul of the earth, you know what I mean? Do anything for you, proper neighbour, right? He's a little bit right-wing, I'm a little bit left-wing, you know? All right, he's a little homophobic, but he's very funny. You know, he lives in constant fear that the gay guys 2 doors down are going to sneak into his house and bugger him in his sleep, right? But at the same time, he's not picketing outside their homes claiming they're not doing the work of Jesus. He'll quite happily have them around for a barbecue, but we'll spend the entire afternoon with his back against the wall, right? To which, hilariously, they'll go, John, we can still suck your cock. Hey, 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 hey! But, you know, but John, like all of us, is a walking misnomer. The contradiction of a man. Because, right, John, okay, right, a little homophobic, right, and a hairdresser. And, wait for it, Greek. Well, you invented it. Philosophise all you want, still buggery. Methinks the lady doth protest too much. But, you know, but John was trying to console me after I left the celebrity job, and it was one of those things where I'm like, how do you think I agree with this? Because he just goes, oh, fuck him, Brendan. You know what? It's all that political correctness bollocks, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. You know who came up with political correctness? I'll tell you. Bunch of fucking gay lesbian do-gooders. I won't have it in my shop. What does it even mean, John? I now have this image of gays and lesbians mobbing his shop, doing good. Him running around going, get out of it, you gay lesbian do-gooders. Who's mopping up here? Apparently that's a real man's job. But I'm not above any of this, you know. I'm guilty of everything I say. This is not higher morality, because, you know, to be honest, I act like this much of an arsehole so they can get it out of my system and be halfway decent during the day. Because if I'm to be brutally honest, the nasty, evil, cock-driven, chauvinist, just full balls going over the top of someone's back bastard that I'm just trying to shut up all the time, just fucker, fucker. You know, that nasty fucker that I'm trying to keep at bay that you probably live your life by. And he's like, yeah. You know what I mean? That nasty fucker, when I look at Saudi Arabia, and I'm like, ooh, Saudi Arabia's a bit of a sweet deal if you're a bloke. Oh, fuck you, you pussies. Bullshit. Don't you dare back out on me, you fucking wusses. Get stuffed. Come on! Come on. What bloke in this room hasn't had his heart broken by a woman, been looking at male order brides on the internet and gone, fuck it, I'm sick of this shit, I'm getting a slave. Right? Come on, don't you dare, don't you judge, you're no better. You hypocritical whores. Every woman always thinks they're above the morality of humanity. Bullshit. You're just the fucking same. You are, because what woman in this room wouldn't love to live in a society where the man pretty much paid for everything and you still got to blame him for your apparent lack of independence? Oh, wait, that is your fucking society! You are off the oppressed minority list, girls. You know how I know the sexes aren't equal in Western society? I have never, ever met a man who thought being a boyfriend was an adequate replacement for an actual occupation. Oh, the truth hurts. Look, I can see you all seething, just going, fuck, the argument's watertight. Because I can see you going, well, that's not me, but then again, there is Judy. He said never. That cunt fucks it up for all of us. Oh, sorry. When I say you're off the oppressed minority list, I mean you pretty girls. Yes. You fat, ugly chicks have your shit to deal with. I hear you. It's a different world. It is a different world. A fat, ugly woman is the last oppressed minority. I don't care what race you are. You break down, you're getting a tyre change quicker than a fucking minger. Shut the fuck up. Nothing makes me laugh harder than when a beautiful, successful woman claims that she's a feminist. Fucking why? Women hate you the most. But a fat, ugly, successful woman, oh, you're all on her side, aren't you? You go, girl, you got through. Woo! But you beautiful, successful women, guess what? You just joined the alpha male group. Starting to kick back and have a fucking sense of humour about yourself. Goes with the territory. You see, I can feel the seething. I can feel, like, the pretty girls in the room. Just your egos have been so unchallenged for so many years. I can feel you looking at me. And just... You can't even hear yourself just going, excuse me, I'm a pretty girl and I'm offended. You fucking arrogant cunt. Listen to yourself. What do you Your argument supports mine. Every fat, ugly chick in this room would like to use you as a fucking tampon. Shut the fuck up. Because you pretty girls, right? Well, don't take this the wrong way. But you're retarded. Wait! I'm not saying you're unintelligent nor intellectual. I'm merely suggesting that your entire life is a lie and you have no concept of reality. Oh, but it's not your fault. It's not your fault because society has always lied to you. Always, you know, because every guy has always just wanted to fuck you and all of your so-called friends secretly hate your fucking guts. So pretty girls, they just walk through the world, just baffled. Just, why isn't the world my pony? I don't... You walk into shops, they ask you to pay for stuff, and you're like, And someone's a little confused. But this isn't misogyny, right? Great defence, eh? Right, this isn't misogyny. Move on. Right, no. No, I can see some of you going, oh, he just hates women. Look at him. No. I do not hate women. That's short-sighted. I do not hate women. No. My bigotry towards you is infinitely more sophisticated than that. I am frightened of women. Let's talk about the true nature of all bigotry. It's stemmed in fear. You can hear the little boy in the voice, the wah! I'm petrified of the power a woman has over a man. Because I am now at an age where I'm a fully functioning man. I handle my business. You know what I mean? No, I pay my bills. I look after my son. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. My house is clean. All right, I pay a woman to do it, but... But, you know, the Polish have to work, right? And... No, she is Polish, but she is Polish. Right, my cleaning woman is Polish. All right, I didn't order a Pole. Admittedly, being Australian, when I did order a cleaning woman, I was expecting someone with a hump and one eye going, "Hi, my name's Brian." So when Carolina, the bendy Pole, turned up to my house, and she goes, "Where do you want me to get changed?" I was like, "What service did I order?" Sweet. But you know what I mean? I handle my business. And yet, if I let a woman into my life, that all goes to shit. You know what I mean? Look at you, you poor fucking bastard. Hey, you're an idiot. See, if she wasn't here, you'd be pissing yourself laughing, you poor pussy. Look, you're a bitch. She's patting you. She's patting you. She could stick her hand in your ass and make you talk. She fucking would. You've given up the fight. You're an idiot. Look, he's not even fucking arguing. Poor bastard, he's there going, "Oh man, I chose this show, leave me alone. I got a long ride home." You've stolen his soul, you fucking witch. Look at it. I like knowing where my keys are. You let a woman in your life, you stop looking. No, you're like, "Honey, where are my keys?" She goes and finds them for you, and you're suffering under the delusion something fucking mystical has happened, right? You're like, "Oh, wow, what would I do without you?" I don't know, maybe look under shit! You're an idiot! He's still not fucking arguing! Poor bastard! Shell of his former self. All right, I know, I've given you a hard time. I'll win you back. Because this is Ben's fault. This is my fault. You know what I mean? It's a myth that men are afraid of commitment. A lot of men are serial monogamists. You know, and I've worked out the very point in time a guy's getting too close too soon. You'll like this story. And I can see some young girls in the room, and I've worked out the point in time. It's the very first time. He says your name. What's your name, miss? What's your name? No What, you got me worried that it's like cockstain or something. Piss flaps, monkey dust. What is it? Sajila. That's all right. Okay, never mind. All right, and I've worked out the point in time he's getting too close too soon. Slipping his feet under the coffee table and turning you into comfortable shoes before it's time. All right? And it's the very first time he says your name in this tone. Sajila! Because when was the last time he made that noise? Mom! Sajila! Where are my keys? Sajila! Have you seen my diary? Sajila! I shit myself! Sajila! Wipe my ass! I used to be a fucking man!
I'm going up with you to the end of the night. You gotta be strong, gotta be fast, and you gotta be fresh from the fire. I need a hero. I'm going up with you. It's gotta be strong, and it's gotta be soon, and it's gotta be loud.
you're fucking ridden. I gotta be honest with you, Sajila, honey. Every night, I'm just treading water to that bit. In the middle of last year, I wrote woman in the front row bit. And I actually thought, what's the funniest way I can get my pants back on? And then the slutty dances were born. That's so fine, don't you agree? That was my attempt at a black American. It was a truly surreal moment. I've got like a Chinese woman looking at me while I'm trying to be a black American going... I know I'm a nightmare. I'm hard work. I am. I've destroyed many a relationship. You can still hear the wah, But I refuse to go down the self-help route as well, All those books, why? Because they're all geared towards you. How to better understand you. How to get along better with your woman. And it's like £1 million industry, which might give you something of an indication of how fucking difficult you are. You know what I mean? There's not one book out there geared towards the man. How to get along better with a man. Not one! And I'm gonna fucking write one. I am, and I'm gonna call it, quit bitching at me about bullshit that's your fucking fault! And it's just one page. And that's all it says. Flip it over, it reads more head. There's your pamphlet, now you understand man. Because again, it's still the empty pissery, you know what I mean? Because, I complain, but I'd hate it if it was any different. You know what I mean? Couldn't stand it. Both sexes are guilty of this. We complain about traits in the other gender. We couldn't stand it if it was any different, For instance, girls, you all take the piss that men are simple. Yes? That we're simple creatures. Yes. Oh, bless. Look. Oh, look, there's not a thought in that head. Yeah. But you hate it otherwise. You know what I mean, girls? If you say to your man, honey, what are you thinking? And he goes, well, I'm just wondering if I ate poo, would I poo food? Thank the Lord. Marry that happy retard. Your relationship is now an algebraic equation. You blow him, you get a car. Costa del Bosch. Did you girls think for a single second you want a thoughtful, complicated man? I'm a thoughtful, complicated man. And I'm your worst fucking nightmare. Every girl I've ever been out with, they'd be like, Brendan, what are you thinking? And I'm like, well, I'm just wondering whether or not you and I have true love as opposed to romantic love, which is surely based upon lust. True love never to come over a period of longevity. And you and I haven't spent enough time together yet for that to happen. What's more, there's still Rachel in my life as the mother of my child and one of my very best friends. If you were asked me to choose between you and her, well, surely true love would be complete acceptance of one another and there'd be no boundaries placed. Let's face it, I did open myself up once in the past and it took me 3 fucking years to get over it. And I even know monogamy is a natural state of mind or whether or not it's pressure placed upon us by society and films and books and music and... And incidentally, that's about 1.2 seconds of my daily inner monologue. By the way, as a social experiment now, how many women during that who previously found me utterly repugnant were rather surprised to be very turned on by me? Don't lie, bullshit. You're fucking moist. Shut up, Sajila. I can tell. Come on. Come on. One lie, honey. Come on. The ones that hate me are always the ones that want me to fuck them the hardest. Come on. One lie. One lie. Because it appeals to your predatory nature. You see my inner workings and you're like... Wow, I could really fuck him up. That's good, Brendan. You know? Woman says to me, Brendan, why are you frowning? And I'm like, I'm holding this in. Is my conscious conscious mind attached to the unconscious universe around me. All my memories just some sort of chaotic theory in human zeitgeist. Ah! I don't need a woman in my life that goes, Brendan, why are you frowning? I need a woman that goes, Brendan, don't frown. Shut up and eat your poo. I know, I'm hard work. You know what I mean? But the thing is, girls, well, you know, in real life, right, I'm like chocolate. I am. In that I'm sweet, I'm lovely, and I'm good in a crisis, you know, and I don't mind you're on your period, but, you know. Shut up, she didn't know, shut up! I got away with it, fuck off! Shut up! I don't mind if you're on your period, I don't. You know what I mean? A lot of guys are grossed out by that. No, bit of a shower, boom, I'm there. No, stop it, you self-loathing whores. Shut up. Seriously, why do girls react that way to their own bodily functions? You fucking self-loathers, seriously, as a feminist, I'm offended. Stop it. No, because everything I'm saying up here is about balance. And I think in the oral sex stakes, you guys are getting fucking screwed. You know what I mean? You've got to put up with some manky flesh carrot poking the back of your gullet, threatening to squirt dick snot in your eye. I think the occasional rainbow kiss is totally called for, quite frankly. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with coming up looking like a vampire. Seriously, Sajila, honey, next time he comes in your mouth, I want you to wait to the end of the month and fucking squat on him. I want him coming up looking like a newborn baby. Fuck it. Fuck him. Like that. I know, I'm an Iron Man. I got fucked up goalposts. I'm tough at a dinner party. You know, my family were glad when I left the country. You know, for instance, right? Okay. Here's an example of this. I mean, it's just fucked in the head. You guys have all seen the poster, the flyer for the show. No. Yes. Well, those of you who haven't seen it, right? The show. The poster up at the Edinburgh Festival was for what I deemed to be offensive images. And there was one, me, blacked up with a bone through my nose. It's okay, it wasn't racist, I didn't use boot polish. Everyone's like, is that the line? No, it's not. And then there was me as Christ on the cross. Then there was me in a wheelchair acting all spacked up, right, which was way too convincing for my liking. Seriously, I could have got the parking space, I reckon. I'm good. And me in a fairy outfit. And again, way too convincing for my liking. And as you know, the show is called So I Suppose This Is Offensive Now. And no one, you know, jumped up in arms. Everyone got the joke, that it wasn't taking the piss out of any minorities. It was taking the piss out of lack of balance. It was taking the piss out of people that didn't think it was offensive. But I was talking to a journalist, because originally, the image of Christ on the cross, there was a woman blowing me. But we took it off, and this journalist said, all right, was that too far? And I was just like, nah, just made the poster too busy. Fuck in the head. Fuck in the head. I nearly got picketed in Australia by fundamentalist Albanian Christians, which is a spooky group. Exactly. If Scotland can beat you in soccer, I don't sweat you. But this guy, I used to do this piece about Jesus being sexy, which culminated in Christ being blown on the cross. And this guy pipes up and goes, mate, you shouldn't talk about Jesus that way, mate. Because that's the impression we do of all European Australians. Mate, shouldn't talk about Jesus that way, mate. That's Greek, right? Mate, shouldn't talk about Jesus that way, mate. It's Italian, just a bit more moving. And he goes, mate, this is out of order, mate. Mate, you wouldn't do these jokes about Muslims, mate. And I was like, well, yeah, I would. They're on my album, available in the foyer. He didn't dig that. And he goes, mate, you're out of order, mate. Shouldn't joke about Jesus. We're going to kick your fucking head in, mate. And I was like, what, in Christ's name? And no one laughed. And I remember my inner monologue going, we've got to get back to Britain. And and he goes, mate, this is fucking out of order, mate. Me and my brothers, we know where you park your car. We're going to fucking kick your fucking head in, mate. You're out of order, mate. And I was like, whoa, gee, you know, well, let's analyse your outrage, shall we? Because, you know, let's face it, dude, if you believe in Jesus that much, if you love Jesus that much, it also means that you wholeheartedly believe he's coming back. How do you know it's not me? Yeah, he didn't like that. By the way, if I have offended anyone's faith tonight, then you ain't that fucking committed. Because it's your faith and your faith alone between you and your perception of God, and that's pure and yours, and I could never touch that. Now, because you profess your outrage at something, history has always proven. If you profess your outrage at something, you make it more powerful. Best example of this. Right, the God hates fags, guys. You familiar with these people? The God hates... There's this family in America who feel that Christians and Catholics don't take the Bible literally enough, which... Can I shit in my hand quick enough? But this American family, really, like, hard-line Bible bashers who feel that America... And they're really hardline on that whole God hates fags idea. And so much so that they feel that America supports the fag lifestyle. And they have been picketing Gulf War soldiers, their funerals, the dead soldiers, the friends, their families and loved ones, the families of these dead soldiers, claiming that their children, you know, husbands, brothers and sisters, died in the Gulf War supporting the fag lifestyle. I don't know how their inner monologues got there. Let me see. Fags, bumming, lubrication, oil. Let's go! Yes. But even the most staunch homophobe fucking hates the God hates fags guys more. Did any of you see the Louis Theroux documentary? Yeah, wasn't it brilliant? You remember the best bit when that southern redneck Bible Belt Confederate flag waving, backwards cap wearing, tobacco chewing, redneck pickup truck driving hick pulled up next to him and just goes, I don't necessarily support their lifestyle, but you people are sick. I might suck a dick just to piss you off. Because sexuality is sensitive, it is, and I am an inquisitive person, you know, and sometimes that upsets people. Well, okay. Let me check out. There must be some in. This is the West End. Oh, hello. You all right? Yeah. Yes. Sorry, this face is an amazing gaydar. I can stop you guys in a room. Exactly. I have to walk around the West End all night going, no thanks, fellas, I'm full. No one goes there but me. I'm not even sure what I... All right, bear with me. This gets sensitive, okay? Wait. Right. If you're a gay man, right, and you're a catcher... Wait. Does it eventually make your poo get bigger?
It's raining.
They've never brought out the same thing twice. Emily and Georgina, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta be brutally honest. I'm not a patriotic man, but for some reason Vegemite on a dildo upsets me. I found my yardstick. What do you know? That was oddly sexual, wasn't it? Any other guys are like, ooh, Roo outfit. And it was the thing is, the gay thing, it was a legitimate question, right? And I asked a gay friend of mine, right? And by the way, just because I have gay friends doesn't mean I'm not capable of homophobia. You know what I mean? Can we stop doing that? You know, can we stop going, look, here's my gay friend, my Asian friend, my black friend. Look how well they go with my curtains. Marvellous, isn't it? Dance for me, monkeys, come on. Justify every broad statement I ever cared to make. Look how marvellous I am. My social circle is massive. You know, surely the issue lies within for each and every one of us. You've got to check your own stuff. Just because I have gay friends does not mean I'm not capable of homophobia. And I asked this gay friend of mine, Paolo, right? And I know, the dude never had a chance. And see, right there. And but I said to him, I said, Paolo, I was asking about the poo thing. I said, Paolo, is this homophobic? And he stopped me and he went, it already is. I thought, God, that's so true, isn't it? Right, that's so valid, that's so pertinent. What, just because he once sucked a dick, he then represents everyone that ever took it up the chart? How fucking dare I? You know what I mean? Some questions are just offensive to ask. You know, for instance, if you want to know if someone's Indian or Pakistani, it's okay to go, are you Indian or Pakistani? But it is always offensive to go, so which one are you? So what?
That's so racist.
Yes. Yeah.
Then why are you being racist?
No, like he just pointed out, I'm pointing out that racism exists, not being... You know, the jokes work a lot better if I don't have to explain them.
You have been racist, you've been offensive all night long, and you've been directing everything towards me this evening.
You've really picked a weird moment to do this, lady. I've been directing everything at you. What, I fucking picked on him as well, and she practically got gut-fucked in the mouth.
You've been directing things at me. It's like you want my approval or something.
Well, of course I want your approval. I'm a fucking comic. That's psychology 101. There's cameras on me. Have you not fucking noticed?
That's what you're doing. You're picking on the brown girl. Make the brown girl...
Oh, fucking bullshit. I didn't even go there. Get fucked. You brought that up. Matter of fact, I am being racist, because if you were a fucking white chick, I would have cut you a new one. Bollocks.
It's true. You have. You're picking on my sister all night. You keep coming back to me. You keep bullying me.
Picking on your sister? How the fuck did that happen? Oh, wait. Same mum, different dads. Same dad, different mums.
Why are you assuming that can't happen?
Why am I assuming that can't happen? Well, because you're brown and he's ginger. Why are you here? How can I market myself any clearer? How have you waited this fucking long? I don't know how to market myself any fucking clearer. I'm
sorry, you have been offensive. Okay, I'll take that poster. Dressing up as a Zulu with a bone for your nose.
Hang on, wait, I've got one for that. Hang on. You just threw me a lob. I'm ready for that. But she said dressing up as a Zulu. That's racist. Wait. But what if you go into a fancy dress party as things beginning with Z? There's black people laughing at that. Throw me a lob.
I'm white. I found some of the things you said offensive.
Steve, flat out. You've got no idea.
Whoa, wait, you fell into my trap. Get the fuck out, right? First of all, wait a second. You just said, first of all, you've turned up to a show that's fucking advertised like this, so that's already prejudging. Got you on that. Second of all, you've sat like a fucking cat with a fucking sucked ass all night. Thirdly, your own brother, however the fuck that happened, right, can't even stick up for you because of the colour of his skin.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you fucking did. Get the fuck out, bollocks. You're the fucking racist. Bullshit. That's prejudging. Fuck off. I want my fucking tenner back. Yeah, tell your story walking. Get fucked.
Nazis use stars as well.
What? What does that even mean? Something about Nazis? Well, I reckon that might be an editing point. Ooh, that was a little awkward. I don't know what to do about that, actually. Mark? Mom? I don't know whether to keep that in or not. Maybe, you know what, because I think it is valid, because the whole point is that I'm fallible, you know? And sometimes people get upset. And let's face it, the nature of all outrage is selfish. Because that was a pretty fucked up time to stop the whole room. But you know what? At the end of the day, I will. Hold on, I'll give it in. I will. I'll give it in, fuck it. You know what? It's true. It is valid because, you know, at the end of the day, those people aren't racist necessarily. They are just people. They haven't set out tonight to be offensive.
We set out to be offensive!
And relax. Man, you guys were awesome. That was the best reaction yet. Because normally I have to bring them up stage. They had to run all the way around the theatre, and all day we're practicing going, how are we going to hold the crowd? And you're all going, keep it in, keep it in! Big round of applause for Stephen Zagila, the real stars of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Take it right now. Oh, man. It doesn't get any easier, doesn't it, brother? What a fitting end. Your mum's not impressed. Is that your mum? At the back. Is your mum really pissed off at you? Did your mum know? Oh, she knew, yeah. Well, I figured when we revealed that Steve was your brother, that might... Yeah, Stephen Zagila, not brother and sister. Hey, Goebbels was right. The bigger the lie, more people will believe it. Obviously, I don't want to spell anything out. It's supposed to be ambiguous because everyone knows what their reaction was. And just here's my stance. Here's the reason I did it, right? It's because I discovered this past year from all those experiences that I discussed that I am a pointless, ridiculous human being. But at the same time, right, you can look at me. No, that's so empowering because now I don't have to listen to me. And when I'm caught up in that moment like you felt then of just, wow, what about me? She can... I'm like, hey, it doesn't matter. And when you accept that, it makes you more powerful than 90% of humanity. Because when someone gets in your face and is like, you shouldn't be like this, I think that, I think... I'm like, mate, I don't give that much of a fuck about what I reckon. What have you got? And there is one final punchline that draws us all together, that all of humanity is parodic. And that is the fact that each and every one of us came out of a hole in our dad's cock. I know, it's a wonderfully humbling... just everyone going, oh, don't be earnest. Oh, hole in the cock, not bad, right. Not entirely technically correct. But I thought about this when my little boy asked me about where he came from in the beginning of life itself. And I thought I'm going to tell him. But with good reason. I thought I had to be funny about it because my mum had such a strict Catholic upbringing that she tried so hard when I asked about the birds and bees to be so stoic and so serious and so not funny that she fucked it up. And I thought you pissed in the girl's bum. In the Australian sex education curriculum, the way it is, no one corrected me. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? And it's not even fun, is it, girls? Now, we may be doing the show a bit longer. Obviously, we need to keep this quiet because there will be an extended run. And if we have bothered any one of you with this, we don't know what you can do about it because we will deny any knowledge of it. However, if you have enjoyed what we've done this evening and you see any one of us on the street, feel free to wink at us. Because you are now all card-carrying members of the One Eye Club. And that you are now empowered with the oh-so-beautiful knowledge that the moment you entered this universe, your dad was pulling this face. And your mum was going, uh-oh. And it's such a freeing, liberating moment for all the white guys in the room, because now you have an excuse to wink at a beautiful black or Asian woman without feeling rapey. And you black guys in the room can just carry on as normal. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a lovely crowd, and the message we're not trying to say here by any stretch of the imagination that we should go around calling one another packy, nigger or faggot. We're not there yet. All I know is this. Each and every one of us, little frightened uh-ohs, running around, thumping into one another. I think it would just be such a shame if we created a world where we were so frightened of one another we could no longer have this much fun at our own expense. And by the way, I know it was a mean trick, but just to let you know that the final joke really is on me. I had no idea that I was going to have to do this show for this long. And keep this fucking mustache! I hate it! It's the thing that makes her laugh. I've been seeing a girl since September. She's under the impression this is what I look like. I just recorded 2 TV specials. The general public think this is my fucking head. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking through all night. I know it's been a long night. You've been an amazing crowd. This was a boyhood dream. Thank you very much to Open Mic and everyone. Good night. Thanks. Thank you. We're all the One Eye Club. One at a time. Thank you.
That man's fantastic. Like, because you get so many clever comedians out there, but it's just nice to have one who applies it to such a great issue. God, he's brilliant. Alright. And I'm done. Seriously, that guy, he's the new person I aspire to. He's the kind of man I want to grow into. Everybody in the house of love. But yeah, I'm done now. Well, I have to go eventually, because people are going to be back soon. But I won't be casting Thursday, but I am hoping to cast next Tuesday. And it will very likely, well, maybe, be the last time ever. I have no idea what I'll play. We should play some Grudge, just because it's the last one. No, because university. Everybody in the house of love. No, I'm not actually saying it will be the last time ever, but it may be the last time for a very long time. I'm talking like many months. Like so long that you stop checking my page for updates, that sort of thing. Exactly. Don't attempt to be strange in Preston. I'll get shanked. Everybody in the house of love. That is great. Alright. But thanks for turning up. Thanks for sitting with me watching Brendan Burns. You know, that's the second time I've watched that in 3 days. And I still laughed like a bitch. You should have seen me the first time. Oh, I was rolling all over the floor. Let me just delete my casting now video. Everybody in the house of love. So, I hope you'll all remember not to follow, because you'll be cursed from the pirate gold I send ye. Yeah, same time as now. I hope you remember to vote pirate, like a normal, sane person. I hope you all remember to make at least one highlight of your favourite part. Don't worry, if they duplicate, I'll just delete the damn things. And I don't know, I don't have anything else to say. yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you Tuesday. Those of you who decide to grace me with your presence. And I'll leave you with this message. Wait. I'ma show you guys. You guys were all asking me about this theme song. I'ma show you. Before I go, let me show you this. Right, I got the game, Novan, and about the other four that were here when I first started. I got the game. I'm like, well, it looks pretty generic JRPG. But it could be good, and the gameplay has turned out to be good. But the story of this game, the story can be expressed perfectly with just the opening video. Prepare for pain. What the fuck did I spend £20 on? Good night!